Today on TFL Bike, you join me at Indy Motorsports Ranch. This is a kick-ass facility outside of Tucson, Arizona. It's got a track, and today and this weekend, it's got these Harley-Davidson bikes. This is the new 2022 lineup with the Milwaukee 8 117 engines. And you know what else this track has this weekend? It's got the Wyman brothers. They're testing out their King of the Baggers bikes, and they're also going to be giving us some riding tips as we take these bikes around the track. So keep your eyes peeled, because there's going to be some videos coming to the channel, reviews of these motorcycles on the road and on the track. And that's going to be an interesting thing, because unlike Alex, I'm not a track rider. I do like big bikes. I have a Harley-Davidson. I usually do our bigger motorcycle reviews because it's a little bit more my style. But yeah, I'm not the track rider, and it's going to be quite a new experience taking a motorcycle like this on a track. Traditionally, this is not the type of bike that most people would take on a track, but some of you might have been watching King of the Baggers recently, and we all know it's possible. And we've seen the Wyman brothers take bikes like these, obviously fully race modified versions of them, and hang off of them, drag knee, and ride them like I honestly didn't even think was possible. So keep your eyes peeled, because they're going to be interesting videos. I'm going to ride on the track for the first time on these large baggers. So it'll definitely be fun. But for the bikes themselves, so we've got this Street Glide and we've got this Road Glide. These both have the new 117 Milwaukee 8, like I mentioned, so you get a bump up in displacement, bump up in power, and also these are just gorgeous engines. They're very dark, a lot of black components, both gloss and with a rougher finish. And they've also got these bronze accents. Pretty incredible to see, actually. These bronze accents here, they've even got some metal flake in them. It's a really impressive finish to have on a piece of the engine. You know, this is not like regular bodywork. That's part of the motor, and it's got that nice of paint on it. And that's something that Harley-Davidson does incredibly well. I mean, all of this paint, these decals, these are absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous bikes. I have to say, as a matter of personal preference, this sort of battleship gray, I mean, this is maybe a little bit warmer than a battleship gray, but this color in general is probably my all-time favorite color to have on a vehicle. And to mix that with bronze accents and black, this is a sinister, really great looking bike. I love this old school script on the tank. It's all really cool. But of course, it's nothing cooler than actually running the bike, getting the 117 to life. You can see it shaking this entire chassis, as big as it is. So that's going to be the main attraction when we get these videos coming out of us riding them, is that 117. But we can also take a look at a few other things in the meantime. Loving this screen layout. So you've obviously got music, because there's speakers here in the fairing. You've got phone connectivity. You've also got navigation. You can kind of see we're really in the middle of nowhere out here where this track is. Apparently this used to be a cattle ranch, but yeah, now it's a track, and it's probably a good thing that we don't have a lot of neighbors, because we're gonna be making some noise. I've also got some adjustments for your audio settings here, and you can go in and check out a bunch of different information and stats about the bike. So of course you've got your speed, but you've even got your altitude, the outside temperature, you've got trip odometer, all that regular stuff. You've also got information about service on the motorcycle. You have a live view of your tire pressures. That's really nice to have. And you also just have some more trip odometer type of information here. So really nice to have these screens. They're very responsive, very, very sharp. This is some of the best looking screen tech that you can get on a motorcycle, and it's mixed with analog gauges, which we love. So these are just easy to read. They're very classic. So obviously your fuel, you've got your voltage, you have your tach and your speedo. All of that is easy to read at hand, not hard to find. And something else I love, that's a big chunk of metal right there. Oh, that's got a nice feel to it as well. Every part of this bike that you interact with all looks and feels really nice. These seats, these are single person seats on these bikes. These are arguably maybe a little bit more the sporty versions now, 2022, with the bigger motors. And yeah, they look the part. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you more of a street glide fan or more of a road glide fan? I have to say, personally, I'm a fan of the road glide, especially after watching some of King of the Baggers. This just reminds me of those Wyman brothers ripping around on a bike that totally looks, yeah, I would probably say out of place on a track. It's not the usual thing that you tune on your TV to watch ripping around with people dragging knee as fast as they can go. But man, it's cool to hop on a road glide and maybe try and channel a little bit of that ourselves, especially since they're going to be giving us some tips on how to ride here on the track. So that's just about it. I'll show you a couple other things. So of course you've got side cases. These are some of the things that we'll walk through in the full review of the bike and check out all of the different features and talk more about how it rides than just being a track bike, because most customers are probably like myself, they're not track riders, and so we'll be sure to give you just a more everyday perspective on these motorcycles, their usability, how user-friendly are they, how nice are they to be on all day long. And then if you want to see even more stats on these bikes, Alex already put up a video when these were first released, and he talked a lot about the different specs and everything, but I just wanted to give you a quick look and a heads up as to what's coming and just show you the bike up close, because why would you not want to look at all of this? These are absolutely great looking bikes. So yeah, be on the lookout. There's going to be cool videos coming, something that's definitely new for me, getting these bikes out on the track, and it should make for some fun video. So once again, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and we'll be seeing you guys very soon when we get these bikes leaning a lot and get hard on the throttle and see what they have in them and see what I have in me to push them as much as I can. See you next time.